Helena Morgan pushed her mother Evelyn Morgan in a wheelchair from the nursing home to the boutique and said, "Today is her day. My mum deserves something beautiful," and hope filled the air. Suddenly, Jessica Lee and Megan Torres noticed Helena Morgan and Evelyn Morgan and smirked. Jessica said, "Helena, why would you buy luxury shoes for someone who cannot even walk?" The salesman tried to hide his laughter, but his face showed enough. Helena Morgan approached Jessica Lee and Megan Torres and whispered, "This old woman has a lot of money. Take everything you love. I will pay with her card." The girls smirked and said, "You are the best," and they rushed to look for luxury clothes. But they didn't know that a young employee heard them and quickly called someone. However, Helena Morgan chose the cheapest shoes and a simple sweater for her mother Evelyn. Morgan pushed her to the changing room and said, "Mom, take as much time as you need. I will look for something for myself. Girls, hurry up. She always loved my brother more than me, and now I will enjoy her money." She laughed. The young employee watched them carefully and used her phone to record them. One girl took luxury. Manolo Blahnik refined heels, graceful feminine and timeless designs, and another chose Balenciaga avant-garde fashion. They handed the new clothes to Helena Morgan and went outside the boutique to wait excitedly. Moments later, Helena Morgan approached the cashier, handed over the card, and smiled with satisfaction. From her wheelchair, Evelyn Morgan watched her daughter with pride in her eyes. "I am sorry, ma'am, your card is declined. Do you have another card?" "What did you just say? I am making a $10,000 purchase, and this is how you treat me." Just then, the manager stepped in, shocked by what he believed was poor treatment of a rich client, and snapped, "You failed to show respect to our wealthy customers. You are fired." The manager turned to Helena Morgan and said, "Please take anything you want. I will give you 30% more discount." She smiled, but suddenly froze when she saw her brother Daniel Morgan stepping into the boutique and hugging their mother. She gently asked him to help because her card was not working, but he walked past her and asked the young employee Sarah Patel, who was his ex-girlfriend, to show him the video. Helena Morgan froze, realizing something was wrong, and secretly tried to return the card to her mother Evelyn Morgan's purse when Evelyn lifted her hand and slowly stood up from the wheelchair. "How dare you try to fool me? Shame on you. When you were little, you couldn't sleep without me. I gave you my whole heart, and now you try to steal from me." "Mom, you can walk," Helena Morgan whispered in disbelief. "Of course I can. After my hip surgery, your brother Daniel Morgan never missed a single therapy session with me." After watching the security cameras, the CEO James Whittaker rushed toward the staff and stopped the young employee Sarah Patel, saying, "You are not going anywhere. We need people like you who value family above everything." Then he turned to the manager. The young man Daniel Morgan stepped outside, threw the clothes on the floor in front of her friends Jessica Lee and Megan Torres and said, "Take it, it's yours." He then hugged his mother Evelyn Morgan and bought her the most luxurious shoes in the boutique. Because a mother's love is priceless and no amount of money can ever equal the sacrifices she makes.